Alright guys, and welcome back to Dragon Slayer Games, and today we're going to be talking about the state of the game and the state of my account and where we've gone in the last month, in this month of end of August to end of September. So a lot has happened in this game since we last talked, specifically on an account and game basis. So we now have the Big Hero 6 characters in the game. We have Baymax, and there's another legendary event. So now we know of two legendary events, which are obviously Elsa and Baymax. So that's a cool addition. We had some of our returning events that came through, which was the Incredibles. We had the Scar event, and we had right now we're going through the Toy Story Villains event. We had obviously the Big Hero 6 event. And we had some changes to Club Conquest, and now it's been about a month with this new type of Club Conquest, and it's pretty fun. You know, I kind of like it. I like the new Towers with Affiliates kind of works, and I liked how they modified the reward system, which needed a lot of work, I think, and they've done better. It's not perfect, but it's better, so I'm happy with it. And I think that's kind of a lot of what's happened, at least game-wise. Count-wise, we now have a lot of level 7 or star 7 characters. We have Kristoff, we have Anna, Shan Yu, Aladdin, Big Bad Wolf, and Mickey. Now, I think I'm not exactly clear if I remember if I said I would have Kristoff at 7 stars, but now I do. And that was pushed by obviously the Elsa event, and I'm actually pretty close to getting Sven and Olaf there as well. I'm not sure if I predicted, but hey, I got to level 60 and I got Elsa to gear 7, so that's pretty big. And my main 5 are all at gear tier 6, and I'm pushing, starting with Big Bad Wolf, to get into gear tier 7 as well, because there's a lot of benefits there for him. Now, let's check out what's going on, and what I have these two predictions, or two pictures here. One's goals and one is predictions. So I'm predicting, at least for 2020, October 2020, number 1 is going to be raids. Now, at the time of this recording, a lot of stuff has actually happened, and a lot of stuff has already been proven true. And that first one is raids, and we're not 100% sure if it's going to come in October, but we're pretty sure raids are going to be coming. And Cozy actually literally just uploaded a video, probably an hour maybe since I recorded this, and they did release some content that will be coming out in the coming week or so, being Coastal Conflict, which I believe that is a stone event, Cave of Wonders, which is the Aladdin event, Coconut Crackdown, which is actually the Maui event, which I'm kind of surprised. I thought Maui event would come maybe in November, because if you haven't watched my previous video, which is I think like big announcements coming for October, I forgot the exact title, but basically in that video I was talking about how there's gonna be a lot of villains coming out in October, so I was thinking they're gonna save maybe stuff like Gizmo and Maui event for later. But apparently it's coming back in the next week or so, so that's cool to have. You know, if you want to push those Oceanics, go ahead. Now is the time to get it, even though I think Big Hero 6 is, you know, taking over that spot. A good tank like Maui is never a bad idea. So if you have already completed your farming, remember, focus on farming. If you haven't finished your team for farming, focus on them. But if you've already finished them, go ahead. Maui's another good character to have, and he's a good tank. Now they also talk about a new event tower coming soon, and that could be possibly the raids or an event tower for a new character. We don't know. It could be Maleficent. That would be kind of cool, I'm thinking, because they're talking about villains in October, but we don't know yet. And they are doing little hot fix to Big Bad Wolf and doing something to Scrooge as well, but that's not totally crucial. We are focusing on these predictions for October 2020. And number 1 is raids. Like I said, Cozy literally made a video pretty much the exact same time as I'm recording this video. Returning events, we know for sure Jafar is coming back, and the Zerg event. Now, the reason why I say Zerg is, like I said, if you watched the previous video, October they're going to be focusing on villains because of obviously Halloween, I think, and Zerg is another villains character, so highly believe that's going to be the case. And new events, new characters: Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, Snow White, the Snow White Witch. I don't know exactly her name, and Ursula as a raid, and that's what we're thinking. And the reason why I say these 4 characters because they were in a survey about 2 months ago, and that's why I believe these characters could be here. I also predicted possibly the like a Tarzan event could be in there too, with Carter. I believe that's the bad captain's name in that movie, and also possibly an Atlantis event, but maybe that's a little bit farther down because there are some bad guys in there. So there's that one main bad guy. I forgot his name. He's like the general. So that's why I think it might be in there. And some more gameplay stuff. I believe there will be additions to the PvP gameplay. Like I said in my other video, I believe that there could be additions to PvP, like maybe PvP tournament, or PvP like where I can challenge a teammate live or someone live instead of just like an AI version of their team. I think that'd be much more effective. Additions to Club Conquest and maybe club games in general. Possible additions to Club Conquest, maybe adjusting the towers. I have no clue exactly what they could be doing for Club Conquest, but I think they might add more content for Club Conquest. I could be completely wrong. And finally be able to access Gear 8. Now with the drop from Glue with that whole Ursula video and everything, and Cozy's video about it as well, I think there's a good chance that we could be able to access Gear 8 through this, at least starting with an Oceanic Gear 8. And who knows what that means for future factions or affiliations, because if you remember, each type of affiliation, or such as Kingdom and Downtown Heroes, will probably have a specific raid for them because of specific gears, and I'm guessing that's how we're going to get them. So there's probably going to be a Wilds one, there's probably going to be a Mythical one. So I would say keep your rosters open, but of course if you're farming, focus on those teams so you're set for Club Conquest and just battling in general. But also this will allow you to really use those characters you don't really use. Like, you never know, we might need to start using more mythical characters, and Jack may be a viable character, and Oogie Boogie might be a viable character. I don't know, you know. If you're looking for wilds, you might be able to use Hopper finally for something, a good sponge. But yeah, that's kind of where my predictions are for this month, and it's looking pretty good, honestly, for what's coming forward, what they've been dropping. Hints and just overall content that's been dropping has been pretty good. The new characters, and actually, if you look, we've gotten about like 9-ish characters since the last video or last state of the account that we've done, I believe. And I actually went from 44 characters to 51 characters. That was a pretty good jump too. And I'm thinking this month, actually I should switch over to goals now. So here, let me just go into my goals. My goals for the next state of the account for October 2020. So I believe my starting 5 will be Gear 7. So having Big Bad Wolf, Anna, Shan Yu, and Aladdin will all be Gear 7. And my Grand Campaign grind, I want to get Sven and Olaf first to 7 stars, at least have the amount of shards or tokens for 7 stars, because when Elsa comes back, I just want to get her off the bat. I just want to get her right away and get her out, checked off, and get her to 7 stars. Then after that, I want to get Hero to 7 stars, because obviously she's the heart of that tech team and a Big Hero 6 team. It is a great plug and play character, good for defense, actually fantastic for defense. You put like Peach Shadow and Golden Hammer on a team with them, it's ridiculous. And secondly, for this whole Grand Campaign grind, I would like to try and unlock Gogo. Now Gogo's going to be a bit of a stretch because right now I believe I'm like 55 or 56 with Sven out of 100, and with Olaf I'm like a 12 out of 100, so there is still a pretty significant grind, and I don't buy all 3 refreshers of 100 gems for Grand Campaign every day, so maybe buy like 1 at max 2, so that's also something to consider. I do it somewhat free to play, but not completely, and that's why it may take me a little longer than before. And number 3 on the agenda is Elite Battle Grind. So my Elite Battle Grind right now, I'm still focusing on Kingdom. I finished all my Kingdom team that I wanted to do with Grand Campaign, so now I'm just focusing specifically on Elite Battles for them. So that's gonna be Genie and Jasmine. I'm trying to get them to 6 stars. They're both at 5 stars right now, but as you know, when you grind for them, or you just grind in general with Elite Battles, it can be quite a grind, because if you get lucky, you can get 3 out of the 4. If you have VIP, you can get 4 chances, and you get lucky with that. If not, you usually get 2, at worst 1, and there's some days where I literally get 1. And I don't like to refresh with the 50 gems. I mean, obviously, yeah, there's some value there, but it's not guaranteed. They're gonna get, like, sometimes I did it and I got only 1 more, so I was like, I spent 1 shard, I spent 50 gems for 1 shard, so it was kind of like, nah, it's okay. Next up is gonna be Club Coins. I'm gonna try and get Jack to 7 stars and Syndra to 5 stars. Right now, I'm like in the 60 something, I believe, with Jack, and I'm trying to get him to 5 stars, or sorry, 7 stars in Syndrome. It's going to take a little bit more time, because the first I get Jack, obviously 7 stars, then get Syndrome to 5 stars. That's how I'm going to go. And the reason I'm using Syndrome is because I do believe I'm going to need him for the Queen of Heart event. So when Zerg comes, I need Syndrome, at least have some passive farming for him there. And the 5th item on the agenda is going to be tournament coins. So I'm gonna get Judy Hopps to 7 stars, and I get exactly 8 Judy Hopps tournament coins or tokens every day. So in about a week I get 56. So probably even by the start of the month I could get Judy Hopps, because right now I have like 9 out of 100, I believe, for Judy Hopps, or even more than that if I check. I have 6, so I need 94 more, so roughly I'm gonna need 12 days to get her to 7 star total, or the amount of tokens for 7 stars, which is pretty good. That's not gonna take too long, and then after that I'm definitely gonna go for Madam Mim. And looking at this, I'm probably gonna actually get Madam Mim past 4 stars. I may even get her to like maybe 5 or 6 stars. Actually, I'll probably get her to 5 stars. If not, I'm gonna get her to 6 stars in 1 month, which is gonna be pretty awesome, because, you know, if there's a mythical raid, well, at least I have Madam Mim, and it's gonna be perfect for the Stitch Tower event, because I'm definitely gonna need that. And lastly, for Club Conquest, I'm gonna try and get 2 synergy teams above 3k, and I currently don't have any. The closest I have is going to be these 2 teams over here. I have, if I scroll down here, I have my Frozen team and I have my Kingdom team. So if I level these guys up, if I get like Aladdin, Shan Yu to level 60, and I get them to gear 7, that's obviously going to boost this team to probably 3,000. And if I just level all the rest of these guys up, I should be good, because to get Kristoff to gear level 60 would be good. I'm probably obviously gonna get her to level 60 because she isn't in my starting 5. Then also get Olaf and Sven up there too. Why not? Because I believe, you know, I'm thinking forward, and I don't consider it a waste, because I believe I'm gonna need these characters at some point for a raid. Now I could be wrong, but considering how raids may work, where Cozy said that in like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you do use different characters that you probably don't normally use during raids. So I'm guessing, oh, that's probably going to be what's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to try and utilize those characters. Now, in terms of leveling up, so in the last video I was level 55, and I got to level 60 right today, in the last day. So I'm guessing, because it does take a lot more XP to get from 60 to 61 and so on, I'll be content with 63, because since they've unlocked level 70, I've only seen people level 63 and it's been about a month, so I'm guessing I'll probably be unlocking the level 63, which is great. But honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter what level you are, because it's just an indicator of something, but doesn't really mean much in totality of the game, because unless gear 8 requires you to be like maybe 63 or 64, then that's obviously a goal you want to go for. But currently there's no like real push to go focus on leveling up, because there's nothing directly telling you past level 60 that you're going to need to be a higher level, at least for now. Of course, that's probably going to change, and I'm excited for that. Of course, I'm really pumped for what October can bring, and just some thinking forward. I think October is going to be a big month. They're probably going to calm down a little bit in November to prep for December, because of course end of the year they're probably going to bring out some big things. It's going to be Christmas. Honestly, I would love some Prep and Landing. If you've never watched that Disney show, that was such a cute little cartoon back in like the early 2010s. So I would love like a Prep and Landing duo or something like that. That would be so cool in this game. I'm just like thinking of other like Christmas themed Disney movies, and of course Nightmare Before Christmas comes to mind, but I don't know if they would consider that Halloween or Christmas or both. You never know. Maybe there's like a Jack Christmas gear or Jack Christmas character separate from the regular Jack. So you have like Halloween Jack and like Christmas Jack, and he'll have like different abilities and stuff like that. So you never know what can happen. And it's looking like the game has a lot of viability. I'm really happy. I know I forgot his name, Unlisted Gamer, I believe. He did like a longevity video, or like his predictions for how long DSA will last, and he predicted that the game is pretty healthy, and I agree too. The game just got like 15,000 followers on Twitter. It's a pretty small following. If you look on Twitch compared to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, we have like 1.5 current Twitch followers, and that's also, if you haven't followed us on Twitch yet, definitely do that. Come on, guys. Dragon Slayer Games on Twitch. We're growing. Help grow the DSA Twitch community. Cozy's obviously the master of that. He's got a big following on there. Usually averages anywhere from like 60 to like, no, what I'm talking about, probably like 80 to 100 minimum, to like, I've seen numbers of 200, 300 sometimes, when it's just the right time, I guess. But Cozy pulls big numbers for sure. So definitely give us a like there, guys, and follow it. But also, for size comparison again, I said DSA has like 1.5 thousand followers on Twitch, and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has 28,000. Let's just say 30,000 followers. So there's definitely growth there, and I think with how this game is, the quality, like if you've played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I'm gonna bash on a little bit, the quality of the game compared to DSA is much better. I mean, the quality like of the art design is definitely a lot better. And I remember looking at it, and I just wanted to I was kind of disappointed, because actually, in all honesty, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and that kind of like made me kind of sad, because they just, compared to DSA, I mean, the artwork on these characters, again, just fantastic, and just looking at them, like even just as a roster, pretty nice as well. So I think that's pretty much gonna do it. Just to wrap up in closing, some big things. We're going to see Jafar back, probably going to see Zurg back, some new villain-specific characters, possibly raids. Those are my predictions for this month, and that would be pretty epic. Possibly, actually, Coco or Night Before Christmas. I forgot to mention that. I believe Coco could come into the event, because if you took that survey in July, if you're playing in July, Coco was one of the listed Coco was one of the listed types of characters coming in. So Hector, and like I think like the rainbow dragon thingy bird that was flying, I don't know, in the afterlife. That was pretty cool. And also Nightmare for Christmas, of course. I'm thinking maybe the mayor could come in, maybe just buff that team, that trio all together. Who knows? Because if they bring in the mayor, they gotta bring in at least 5 characters, make it a full 5 team, not just 3, and don't make it an awkward 4. That's what I would say. Like, I feel like for Aladdin, they could add a character. They could add the Jasmine's dad, make it a full 5-team character. That'd be pretty cool. But what was I gonna say? Anyways, I think those are my predictions, and of course goals. We're gonna try and push for level 63. We're gonna finish off a bunch of characters in the exchange, notably Judy Hopps and Captain Jack. Definitely gonna finish those and possibly get a good start to Madam Mim, and possibly finish off Syndrome. That's a really good push. I mean, really big push, if that's even possible. And we're looking at also, of course, finishing off Sven and Olaf so that I can get Elsa when she comes back again, and get on grinding on Hero, because Big Hero 6 is going to be my next team. I'm going to grind. I'm going to surpass or pass over the Oceanics for now, because I think Big Hero 6 is going to be the meta for a little while, to say the least, and it'll help my team Club Conquest especially. And you never know, they may be a good team obviously for Rune Rumble as well, because Rune Rumble, I want runes, I need runes, everyone needs runes, so they'd be a good match for that. Anyways, give it a like and subscribe, guys. Check us out on Twitch. We're growing there on Twitch, and I stream nearly every day. I say about 3 to 4 times a week I stream on there, if not 5. Weekends sometimes and not always. And like us on Twitter, DM me on Discord, join our Discord over there. It's not really set up well yet. I'm gonna work on it. That's gonna be another goal for this month, is to get that Discord all set up and well. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have fun in DSA. This could be a great month, and I can't wait to see what else is in store for us. Have a good one.